Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and today we are going to learn our last subtopic for topic 5, which is 5.3 subject records management. Before this, we have learned about numeric records management and the geographic records management. So, in subject records management, you need to know that the need for subject filing. So, why do you need subject filing? And the subject filing procedures itself compared to what we have learned before, geography and numeric, the subject code, and lastly, advantages and disadvantages of subject filing. So, what is subject filing? Subject filing is actually a method of classifying, coding, and filing the records by subject. For example, management. Okay, we file this records by the file of management. So under management, maybe we have two subchapter, which is administrative or office. Okay. So why do you need subject filing? So, subject records management actually is an alphabetic system of storing and retrieving records by their subject or topic. Okay, for example, I give you example of your notes for OBN 247. We are arranging our subject according to the topic. Okay. So next, subject filing is recommended when the range of topic is broad, okay? And the subject filing is appropriate for catalogs. If you can identify, we categorize our catalog. For example, Maiden catalog, Giant or Tesco. Okay, clippings, correspondent, inventory list, and etc. Okay, so the example here is for the subject is expenses report as well as manufacturing. So now we need to know that there are two arrangements in subject management. The same with what we have learned in geographic records management. So we need to know what are the dictionary arrangement for subject records management, and we need to know what are the encyclopedic arrangement in subject records management. And then we need to know what are the characteristics of dictionary arrangement as well as the characteristic of encyclopedic arrangement. So now, what is a dictionary arrangement? So a subject folders are arranged behind A to Z guides in correct alphabetic order by specific subject. Okay, in other words, you arrange the folder according to the alphabetic order from A to Z. Okay, you need to know that the what we call dictionary arrangement, also known as a topical arrangement and straight dictionary arrangement. And the dictionary arrangement should be used when the volume of records is no greater than 2 file drawer. Okay, I think you're familiar with the file drawer. Usually we have around 3 to 4 layers of the drawers. Okay, so this is example arrangement of a record when you open a drawer. Okay, if you can see, this is what we call the black one is the primary guide. So the primary guide is according to the alphabetic order A to Z supposed to be. But now, for example, we have A to I. So for B, can you see the primary guide for B? We have B for bank, B for bills. Okay. So again, we arrange this one according to the alphabetic BA and BI. And you see the gray one, the word out. So this is what we call charge out. Okay, so someone is borrowing the folder of letter F. Okay, so we are going to learn this on topic 6, after the last topic in our syllabus. Okay, so now what are the characteristic of dictionary file arrangement? So, the primary guide labels contain letters A to Z in alphabetic order. Okay, we have seen this previously in our sample in the drawer. So, special guides identify folders referenced often. General subject folders are used to store records related to the subject title. And the captions on general subject folders include alphabetic letter and the subject title. Okay, so this is example. Okay, alphabetic letter. This is alphabetic letter, and this is what we call the subject. Okay, so for I, this is the alphabetic letter I, and this is the subject: insurance, invoice, and inspection. And last one is caption on general subject. We have discussed about this. Subject folders include alphabetic letter and the subject. Okay, I have shown you before, and the subject titles are not subdivided. Okay, so this is what we call the file, a dictionary file arrangement. So let's proceed to the second one, which is encyclopedic arrangement. So encyclopedic arrangement is records are arranged in alphabetic order. Okay, but records are divided into broad groups and then subdivided into more specific topic where this can accommodate larger volumes of record. So there are three subdivision of the encyclopedic arrangement. The first one is primary, subject heading, which is what we call the titles or topic. The secondary, which is the second level heading, and lastly the most specific heading, which is the tertiary subject heading. So what are the characteristics for this one is primary guide captions are general subject title. The primary guide is the black one. Okay, the secondary guide captions are subdivision of general subject title. Okay, so in dictionary we only have two, primary and secondary, but in encyclopedic we are going to have the third one. So the folder captions include main subject title and subdivision. So, the last characteristic of encyclopedic file arrangement is it is indirect access system. So, a filer may need to reference and index before a record can be found or retrieved. And last one is a general subject folder with the same label caption as the primary guide is inserted behind the last subdivision folder for that subject. So this is example. Okay. For example, our primary is marketing. Secondary, under the marketing we have advertising, and under advertising we have the tertiary budget. Okay. So this is example of the encyclopedic file arrangement. And lastly, we have the fourth, which is marketing, advertising, and budget newspapers. Okay. So next, this is another term in subject records management, which is a subject file or subject index. So after choosing the dictionary or encyclopedic arrangement, so you need to between either one. The next step is you need to select the subject heading. So the subject file list, aka index, is a complete listing of all subject heading in a subject filing system. Therefore, there must be only one person that should be responsible for assigning subject and maintaining the subject file list. Why? Because we want to avoid chaos. So in any organization, either private or public organization, they must have someone who are responsible to manage the records in that organization or in that record center. So, what is classification? The term classification is the process of analyzing and determining the subject content of a record and selecting the subject heading under which it will be filed. So, in classification, you need to be concise. You need to accurately descriptive of the content. Okay, so this is a dictionary subject file, and this is dictionary subject file list and indexes. So we are comparing. Actually, the first one is dictionary subject file, and the second one is supposed to be what we call the what we call it as encyclopedic. Okay, so previously we have saw in the drawer, the dictionary started with the alphabetic letter A to Z. So A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so under A we have account payable, account receivable, and advertising. This is what we call the primary. Okay, so how about this one? Okay, we have the main, we have the second, and we have the primary. So this is the comparing between dictionary subject and actually is the encyclopedic. Okay, so we will proceed to the next part in part 2. Thank you.